because he really wasn't getting quick outs. When you strike that many guys out, you have to throw a ton of pitches. He's throwing a lot of breaking balls, but I thought he just gave us exactly what we needed. We scored enough. Thought we defended the field pretty well, and I want to tell you, the play of the game for me, when Holder comes in the game, and he's just a wicked hop at shortstop. I don't know what it hit, but we're in a good fielding position. We're squared up to the ball, and Heck takes it really off of his shoulder right here, and he keeps that ball in front. If that ball gets by him, there's one run scored and maybe two, and it changes the whole complexion of the ballgame. So the fact that Seth Heck is squaring up to a ball that had a wicked hop and kept it in front was just a big, big play in this ballgame. I tell you what a team player Jonathan Holder is. The first guy he went and hugged in that dugout was Seth Heck for staying in front of that wicked hop. So that was a great play and a great moment in this ballgame.
Talking about defense, there are a couple of times Arkansas was up in situations and they popped out bunts and just the right pitches were thrown to get a pop-up instead of contact.
Yeah, they have some new components in their lineup, and Coach Van Horn's a great coach, and I'm sure that they're frustrated with that. And sometimes, when you're on the road, those kind of things happen to you. But Arkansas is a good club. They're going to win their share games in this league, and I think he'll have them rolling at the right time, just like he always does.
Trevor Fitz threw a lot of pitches, but he was very close to getting into that quality start you're looking
Yeah,
for.
I felt like Trevor just kept getting the 6-7 pitch at bats, and that can't be who he is. He's got to get the ball in play early and quick, and they did a great job fouling off a ton of pitches. But proud of his effort. This wasn't the sharpest he's been. I think his last two times he's been really sharp. This was not one of those times. But he's a winner, and he'll come back and he'll figure out a way to give us a quality start at LSU.
They make it 2-1, John, and you're able to manufacture a couple of things with your speed guys, and it just seemed like to be the big key to the ball game.
Yeah, I thought the biggest thing that happened offensively, the defensive thing that happened to us was Seth Heck's thing. The biggest offensive play of the game is we have a runner on third less than two, and we don't score right there. We have a punch out at the plate. And the biggest thing that happened in that ball game is the fact that West gets, I think it's an 0-2 or 1-2, and it's a fastball away, and he just flicks his hands at it, hits a rocket in the floor, and we score that run with 2 outs after not getting it done with less than 2 at third base. I thought that was a huge, huge momentum changer in the ball game. I think our whole bench, our whole team said, okay, that's what we needed to win this ball game, and West just came through for us.
Dett's kind of the same thing too. You got a runner going, he just kind of reaches out and makes enough contact to force a ground ball.
That's right. That's exactly. We have a runner in motion there, and we're doing that to avoid the double play, which is what can get them out of that inning. And by putting the guy in motion, they can't do it. And that was a great job. In this environment with the wind blowing in, there were some balls hit really hard today by Arkansas that stayed in the yard. The way we have to manufacture runs is with our feet and by hitting ground balls and putting guys in motion, and our kids did a pretty good job with it.
It's not a best-case scenario unless you get the series sweep, but can you just talk about winning the first 3 SEC series overall?
Well, certainly. Everybody's trying to win their series. Everybody wants to win every game, but realistically, everybody's trying to win their series, and really proud of our kids. In some circumstances, there's a little bit of luck that's involved with the scheduling component, and are you playing somebody who's playing really well at that moment, or are you playing somebody who's not playing well at that moment? There's some fortune that goes into it, but I like our club for 2 reasons. We have not played well the last 2, 2 of the first 3 Friday games. When we didn't play on Friday, this was our first game of the series yesterday, and the first game at Georgia. We didn't play well at all, but our kids found a way to come back and win the next 2 games, and that says a lot of the composure these kids have, and really the fact that we have a lot of older kids who have been here before and know how to win under adverse conditions.
Is there a double-edged sword component to that, John, when you're going to go to an LSU club that just got swept today, and then they might just be a little ticked off?
Yeah, I don't think it's like a football or basketball thing to where you're angry, so you want there's a sense of urgency. LSU's going to play good at home no matter what. Whether they just won 3, lost 3, or if they won 10 in a row, they're going to play well at home because that's who they are. They're one of the premier programs in the country, just like we are, and it'll be a great series, and we're looking forward to it. But from week to week, a team can go, lose 3 or whatever, and they're going to play great that weekend. We totally expect that. We're going to play against Austin Nola, who's been absolutely almost unbeatable until this week. So we have, it's going to be a tough assignment, but I know our kids are looking forward to the opportunity.